In a year of feeling like we're close to getting back to normal, I will tell you that nothing about this evening will be normal. And I'm going to be saying a lot of things like, I'm sorry, this wasn't how this was supposed to go, but it's going to be amazing. So just be ready for that. Okay, as I mentioned, nothing about this evening is going to be as it almost always is. My name is not Amanda Hanson, the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce president. My name is Pam King, and I'm the executive director of the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce. Unfortunately, Amanda had an unexpected issue at work, as we all do every day these days, and so she was unable to join us. So I'm fortunate enough to be able to stand in for her, and I will never be able to do as good a job as she does, but I'll do my best. I'd really love to, on behalf of Amanda, the Chamber Board of Directors, and the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce, welcome all of you to our annual meeting and awards reception. This is truly a very special evening for all of us, and we would like to thank our sponsors, Bank 5-9, Cornerstone Community Bank, Fort Washington State Bank, and US Bank for their generous support. Without them, we couldn't do amazing events like this. Also, thank you to the Ozaki Nonprofit Center. For those of you who have never been here before, take a look around. I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are. It's a beautiful new facility, and we're grateful that we have the opportunity to host our events here. They are such wonderful hosts. Thank you also to Carrie Tiltenhoff of Fire Ridge. I'm not sure if she's here. I don't think she is. And the staff of Flannery's at Fire Ridge. As always, the food is fantastic. The service is better. And we're just grateful to have such wonderful chamber partners to work with us. Our beautiful flowers are just breathtaking, and I can't say the number of people who have said that as they've walked in the door. And the decorations, thank you to Kim Meisinger of the Blooming Olive, who always just rises to every occasion. Again, I cannot thank you enough for being here. Your attendance at tonight's event is just another way that you demonstrate your dedication to enhancing and building an amazing community and supporting our organization. And for that, we are very grateful. Before I get started, I would like to introduce a few special guests. Please stand when I say your name, and don't clap until we're done. I'll tell you when you can. That's okay. First of all, the recipients of our awards, our Outstanding Business Oasis Healthcare, represented by owner Laura McInnes and her staff. Come on. Okay. Our Outstanding Business Persons, Kit Keller and Paul Rushing, of the owners of the Hotel Grafton Apartments. Our Outstanding Community Partners, the Village of Grafton Department of Public Works, represented over here, and we're very grateful. Our Lifetime Achievement Award winner is here, but we're just going to take a minute, and I'll bring it back around to her in a minute. So we're just, I didn't miss her, but we're going to come back to her. I'd also like to welcome State Representative Deb Andraca's office right-hand woman, who's amazing, Sandy Salzman. She's in the back over there. Our village president, Jim Brunkwell. Village administrator, Jesse Tice. Village trustees, Dave Antoine, Dan Delord, I'm not sure if he's here yet. Lisa Harbeck, Amy Loft, Jim Miller. Welcome, all of you. Thank you for coming. I'd like to do the rest of the introductions all in one group. So, oh, we should clap for all of them. They're amazing. I'm going to do the rest all in one group, so don't have to clap. Here I go. So our incoming president, Sean Fahey from the Investment Center of Grafton. Past president, Mary Karnitz of Fort Washington State Bank. Board members, Dustin Beck of US Bank, Kim Meisinger of the Blooming Olive, Haley Nanonen, Advocate Aurora Health, Steve Talbert, Meyer, Carrie Tautenhoff, Fire Ridge. Again, I'm not sure if she's here. And I also want to acknowledge those board members who were unable to be with us today. Mike Donahue, Bruce McElnay, Shelley Polam, John Worth, and again, Amanda Hanson. And I told you who I am. I'm Pam King. Unfortunately, I do have an amazing staff, both of whom had some family issues and were not able to attend. But my backup team is phenomenal. Leah McKelvey has just returned from college literally yesterday while she was driving home. I begged her to come. So grateful to have Leah here. And our student intern, Chase Norton. So thank you all. Okay, now it's time to get to the meat of all of this. As I mentioned earlier, we are very fortunate to have 4 sponsors for this event, and I'm happy to have representatives from each of them help us with the presentation of awards. The selection process for these awards takes into consideration chamber membership, business management, business recognition, reputation, and leadership, and the awards committee had some very difficult choices to make. I would like to invite Pat Beekler of Cornerstone Community Bank to join me and help present our first award.
Thank you, Pam. It is my pleasure to be here representing Cornerstone as one of tonight's program sponsors, as well as being the 2020 recipient of the Chamber's Outstanding Business Award. Cornerstone has been a chamber member and a community-centered bank since its inception in 1990. We have purposely grown to only 3 locations over the years, allowing us to deliver personalized banking services and make lending decisions locally to both our consumer and our small business customers. We also contribute in supporting many local charities, and our dedicated staff members volunteer throughout the year in a variety of ways at their events. We invite you to check us out and discover firsthand what our tagline, "Built Around You," really means. With that said, I'm happy to open with the first award. Okay, good. The Chamber and the Grafton community would like to recognize Carol Ann Schneider, CEO and founder of GACC Career Staffing, with a Lifetime Achievement Award for her exceptional contributions that have enhanced the greater Grafton area. I'd like to invite our current Chamber Executive Director, Pam King, and our past Chamber Executive Director, Nancy Hunt, to say a few words.
No, it's just going to be how it is. You just got a phone, we'll both look at it. We'll share. We're best friends. Yeah. Okay. Let me start by saying this event wouldn't be what it is, and what happens here wouldn't be what it is if it weren't for Nancy Hunt. I begged her to come today because I knew that no one knew Carol Schneider better than her or longer. After all, I've only known Carol 20 years, and you've known her
probably twice as long as 20 years.
So it only makes sense. Nancy was more in the beginning of the chamber, and I'm more in the present. And so someone who has been a part of our chamber for this many years needs to be represented by more than just me and spoken about by more than just me, because her impact has been greater than we could ever imagine.
That being said, I do have a message from Susan Bergeron, the very first chamber executive director, knowing that you were being honored tonight, and she extends her very best wishes and congratulations to you, Carol, and gives you all the credit for catapulting her into her 60th Senate or 60th Assembly District race. And I remember being at GACC working on the campaign, you know, using the telephones. So I first became aware of Carol before I knew her personally, because I had friends that were associates at GACC and who admired Carol for her business acumen, her class, her discipline, and all the things that make an employee and the business they work for successful. The story of how she started her business was legendary, and I was humbled to be in her presence when I became the director of the chamber at our very first dinner meeting at the Grafton Hotel. Carol walked in and introduced herself, and I was humble. She was always gracious, welcoming, and I knew without being told that I could always count on her for advice. Carol always allowed top-notch associates from GACC, Some of you are here tonight. Lori Stieber, raise your hand. I haven't seen you in years. Deb Fidel, you know, and all of you who are here from GACC to honor Carol. But she always let her top-notch associates be members to serve on the chamber board in leadership roles and supported all of the endeavors in which we were involved.
I found my script, so I'm a little better now. Okay. It's obvious that Carol believes in community involvement. She also demands it of those around her. As we mentioned, we've been so very fortunate to have members of GACC serve as on our board as volunteers, in our Christmas parade, all of those things. I think someone here was Barney and Baby Bop, but that was before my time, right? Someone here? Okay. But here are just a few examples of her long community service history. Carol was a Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce founding member and board president in 1977 and 1985. She has served as a Milwaukee 7 council member, a member of the University of Wisconsin Whitewater Business Dean's Advisory Committee, and Ozaki Economic Development Corporation board member. She served as the Ozaki County Transportation Management Association founder and co-chair. And she, along with Kit Keller, were instrumental in helping to develop the Ozaki County Express Transit System and make sure that workers could come to Grafton and Grafton could have workers. So thank you to both of you for that. That's huge. She was a founder and past president of Ozaki Youth Apprenticeships, formerly known as Workforce 2010. And I can tell you from my own personal experience involved in that organization, every meeting we have, we talk about Carol. What would Carol do? We need to ask Carol, how can she help us? And she always does. So thank you. And she also worked with St. Joseph's Church as a former fundraising chair. I think there's a beautiful cathedral because of you, right? I mean, you were a part of all of that, right? That's also before my time, but amazing.
Carol's long history of professional service is truly remarkable. She has served as president and board members of many organizations, including Tempo International, Tempo Waukesha, the Wisconsin Association of Staffing Services, Independent Business Association of Wisconsin, Wisconsin Association of Personnel Services, and founder and president of Focus, all while growing a successful business and raising a family. Carol has certainly set the bar high for all of us. And I have to say that one of the most amazing things that happened to me while I was a chamber director was being able to shake the hand of the First Lady of the United States, Laura Bush, when Carol invited her on a campaign stop to visit GACC. And, you know, that was the days before selfies, but I did manage to get in a picture with Laura Bush, and yes, no Facebook, but I did manage to post it right on the front of the chamber newsletter that month because I was so proud. And, you know, now that we do have Facebook, sometimes those questions come about where people ask, who was the most famous person that you ever met or got to shake the hand of? And, you know, I really have to stop and think, was it Laura Bush or was it Carol Schneider?
Thank you. My little anecdote is that I think I always wear my name tag on the right side because Carol is one of those people who helps correct me to do it correctly. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
I had mine on the wrong side.
Right. Okay. So, right.
Now everybody's looking.
Look down. If you're not on the right, you're doing it wrong.
Thank you.
Carol has received many well-deserved awards from organizations throughout Wisconsin. The two that stand out to us are, in 1989, Carol received the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Citizen Award. So clearly, she's been here a while and she's done things for quite a time. And in 1999, GACC was named the Chamber's Outstanding Business of the Year. We knew back then that she was amazing, and she has continued to be a human dynamo and force to be reckoned with, and one I hope to be when I grow up.
You've come a long way, lady, from that car hop at the A&W in Clintonville, Wisconsin. Congratulations. Carol, on behalf of the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce, we are so very honored to know you and to have had the opportunity to work with you. You can do spirit and willingness to get involved has made your can-do spirit and willingness to get involved has made a huge impact on all you know her. Congratulations for all you have done, and congratulations on this very well-deserved award.
So Carol, we're ready for you and you're ready for us. Take your time. You're going to stay right here. How's that? Oops. Okay, we got a couple things, so we're not quite ready yet, but all right. Okay.
Given all that Carol has done for our organization and for our community, it is my privilege to honor you with the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce Lifetime Achievement Award. It reads, Lifetime Achievement Award presented to Carol Ann Schneider in recognition of your many years of service and dedication to the Grafton community, May 19th, 2022. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your
Okay, you're going to want to do this again. So sit down for a minute because we got a couple more things and then you're going to want to do it again. So that's a good thing. At this time, I'd like to introduce Sandy Salzman from Representative Deb Andraca's office, here to do a special presentation. No, she's not done. Oh, no. No. She said I wasn't done.
Good evening, everyone. I am here not only representing the office of Representative Deb Andraca, but Senator Alberta Darling as well. And I know that the Senator and Representative are sorry they can't be here this evening to honor these recipients, but I am grateful for the good fortune to do so myself on their behalf. I had the opportunity to meet Carol this past summer. She participated in a WEDC Workforce Innovation Roundtable, and her insights and her experience so enriched the conversation that day, and just really admired your participation, and thank you for that. So I have, on behalf of Senator Darling and the representative, a legislative citation. This will be recorded with the activity of the legislative session. There are a number of whereases here, which I think have been covered by other speakers. So I will just say that on the members of the Wisconsin Senate, on the motion of Senator Alberta Darling and Representative Deb Andraca, do hereby commend Ms. Carol Ann Schneider for being awarded the 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award from the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce, and thank her for her ongoing commitment to the Grafton community, and wish her the best in all her future endeavors. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to do more pictures, Lisa, so I just want to make it easier. So now I'd like to introduce Village President Jim Brunkwell, who would like to do a presentation from the village, and also represent Representative Glenn Grothman, who was unable to attend this evening. Very important, a must.
Hey, Carol, how are you? Oh, I think the accolades that were expressed by Nancy and Pam more than adequately express and really kind of duplicate exactly some things that I would have said. I'd like to maybe add a couple more personal observations, a couple of my interactions with Carol over the last 25 years. It says Carol is the founder of CEDIA, but she's beyond that. She's not a founder, she's a foundation. She's a cornerstone of this community. She's one of those people that is a rock. She's a person that you could always look to for words of advice. And when we cross paths over professionally and through my career as village president, I always got sage advice from her. And she was always a great go-to person. And I don't know if any of you people realize this, but she even offered up the GACC offices for us to do a phone bank when I was running for president originally. So we go back and forth. We have a lot of history, and I cannot imagine a more worthy person than Carol Schneider for a Lifetime Achievement Award. And so with that, I'd also like to make read through our proclamation. And this is, again, a bunch of whereas, but I'd like to get at least a few of these in. So this is a proclamation honoring Carol Ann Schneider for the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce Lifetime Achievement Award. Whereas Carol Ann Schneider is hereby recognized for her significant contributions to the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce and to our community. And whereas Carol Ann Schneider is the founder of GACC, Careers Staffing Headquarters at 1160 Opportunity Drive in Grafton, as well as the 20 branch offices throughout Wisconsin, Minnesota. Now, therefore, I, James Brunkwell, President of the Village of Grafton in the state of Wisconsin, do hereby proclaim May 19th, 2022 as a day of recognition for Carol Ann Schneider as the recipient of the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations, Carol. Wow. On behalf of Glenn Grothman of the U.S. House of Representatives, I also would like to briefly read some of the commendation. And this is presented to Carol Ann Schneider. I would like to commend Carol Ann Schneider on receiving the 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award from the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce. Carol is honored for her generosity to many chamber and community initiatives year after year, including the Ozaukee Youth Apprenticeship, Ozaukee Economic Development events, and the Grafton Christmas Parade. Congratulations to Carol Ann Schneider on receiving the 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award and making a lasting impact on the Grafton area community. Most sincerely, Glenn Grothman.
Thank you, everybody. You know, listening to all this makes me understand why I'm sitting in a wheelchair. I thought I'd address the elephant in the room. I have pulmonary fibrosis. I'm still working 80 hours a week. Okay, maybe 60 hours a week. And as much as I can, still continuing to participate because I think it's important for us to do that. Back in 1976, who's old enough to know what 1976 is? Mel Hepburn had started the Ozaukee Bank, and he and Dean Fitting were walking around town talking to various business people. It was the era of pre-feminism. I sat there and said, okay, if I've got this business going, how do I get involved with the movers and shakers in the community? Because there's certain things I'm not allowed to do. But when they said, we want to start a chamber, I went, I'm in. And that's how we got started. Art Heim was another participant and member in those early days. And I wish I could remember who else was, but it was a little tiny group, maybe 5 or 6 of us. And out of that spun what you see today. One of the big things that I'm proud of, and I do run out of breath, is we started this pretty big thing at Thanksgiving time. It was started with breakfast with Santa, and then there was the parade, and then we had this lavish dinner party at night. Now, while things have evolved somewhat, it's still a big deal in this town, right? So I'm very pleased to have worked with Susan Bergeron and Nancy Hunt and Pam King, and all of the other people who were executive directors. I think we have a fantastic chamber, getting more fantastic every single year. You know, one time, a bunch of us went over to the Wisconsin Dells because we thought they must have some sort of secret that it's such a popular place. And I said to the executive director, so how did you make it Wisconsin Dells such a nifty place for people to go? And he said, I said, how can we do this in Grafton? He said, where's Grafton? So thanks for putting us on the map. Thanks to my family who's been extremely supportive over the years, especially my late husband Leon, who had put up with me going out every single night of the week doing community service. So anyway, here we are. Thank you again. You've been wonderful.
And how about if everyone else will take a plaque and I think I feel. Yeah. I do. We have the sword. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Just a couple more. And
Smiles for everybody. There we go. Come on.
yeah, ooh, come on,
There
Pam.
we go. All right, that looks good. Very good.
So that's my granddaughter, Asia.
She's a doll. You're gonna need a, someone to help you carry those over.
So we are so grateful that Carol was able to come. This has been a can I not, will I not? And when I said to her, we'll do whatever it takes, we'll Zoom, we'll do whatever, she said, I'm gonna be there. I'm just so grateful, but she's probably not gonna stay very long. So everybody wave because we're just so happy to see her and happy that she's here. Okay, so we're moving right along here. Right now, I would like to invite Josh Bonham, of our sponsor from Bank 59 to join me for our next awards presentation.
Thank you, Pam. And Bank 59 is proud to be, here tonight and sponsor this. We're proud to be, in a community with such great individuals and businesses that are being awarded tonight. So the big thing we always get at Bank 59 is where did 59 come from? So we opened our doors in 1859. So that's 163 years that we've been southeastern Wisconsin. Where are we here in Grafton? We're right by the hospital on Highway 60, Washington Street. You probably drive past us a lot, but we've been here for 10 years and we're proud to be a part of this community. Sponsoring things like the Pumpkin Derby and Fall into Grafton, the house decorating contest recently, and at Christmas time, and then things like our amphitheater down at State Fair. So we are selling the tickets too. If you want to get cheap State Fair tickets, come on into our branches. So. But the Chamber is proud and privileged to honor Oasis Healthcare with the 2022 Outstanding Business Award. This award expresses the appreciation of the Chamber and the community. Angela Wenzel nominated Oasis, and I would like to invite her forward to say a few words.
Good evening. My name is Angela Wenzel. I'm the nurse manager at Oasis Healthcare here in Grafton. I felt compelled to nominate our business for the 2022 Outstanding Business Award because of the work we do, not just for our patients, but for our community as well. I will share my nomination letter with you all as I feel it best sums up what we have accomplished since opening. Oasis Healthcare has been serving our community since August of 2020. In the heart of a pandemic, While many medical facilities turned the sick away, Oasis was there with open arms serving our community. Working with the GACC Health Department, Oasis has become the COVID vaccination site and has helped protect our community by vaccinating thousands of people. Oasis provided easy access to receive the vaccination and traveled to many businesses to provide on-site immunizations. Oasis Healthcare provides primary care, walk-in care, accepts most Medicaid plans, which is a service for our community, as well as those who are in need. Oasis is planning to expand our services into Milwaukee by next year and offer educational opportunities, as well as easy access to low cost, but highly skilled medical care to communities that need it the most. Supporting the community has been evident by the many charitable acts of kindness Oasis has participated in. Supporting Grafton schools, Grafton Little League, local 5K runs, and Grafton Chamber events. Couldn't think of a kinder staff to win this award. They all have hearts of gold, truly care about their community, and more so even their patients. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Angela, and we'd like to call Linda and her staff to come on up to accept the award. Right, so on behalf of the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce, we'd like to present you with the 2022 Outstanding Business of the Year Award presented to Oasis Healthcare for outstanding contributions to the Grafton community. Thank you.
You're going to see a pattern. So I'd like to invite Sandy Salzman back again to present an award from Representative Andraka and Senator Darling.
Thank you, Pam. I really appreciated this opportunity to learn more about Oasis Healthcare and the way that they are innovating in the healthcare space. So congratulations on this award. And again, a citation on behalf of the members of the Wisconsin Senate on the motion of Senator Alberta Darling and Representative Deb Andraka do hereby commend Ms. Laura McInnes and the rest of the team at Oasis Healthcare for being awarded the 2022 Outstanding Business Award from the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank them for their ongoing commitment to the Grafton community and wish them all the best in their future endeavors.
And again, Village President Jim Bronco.
Congratulations. For those of you who may or may not know that I am also in healthcare, and we are well represented by healthcare in the industries in this group here. So I think that in the context of what makes the businesses of Grafton strong is not only their commitment to the community, but also their commitment to their profession. And even though this is an outstanding business, a business is only as good as their employees and staff. And when you have a group of people who step up and make a difference in a worldwide crisis, that says something for the nature of the individuals that make up this business. I personally congratulate you. I think it is absolutely honorable of what you've accomplished. And if all of our new businesses in Grafton continue to excel like this, we are a shining community moving into the future. My proclamation. Whereas Oasis Healthcare, located at 1505 Wisconsin Avenue, is hereby recognized for their significant contributions to the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce and to the community. And whereas Oasis Healthcare has been serving the Grafton community since August of 2020, offering a low-cost alternative for the treatment of acute illnesses and injuries. Now, therefore, I, James A. Bronco, President of the Village of Grafton in the state of Wisconsin, do hereby proclaim May 19th as a day of recognition for Oasis Healthcare as the 2022 Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Business. Congratulations. And on behalf of Glenn Grothman, I commend Oasis Healthcare on receiving the 2022 Outstanding Business Award by the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce. Oasis Healthcare supports the community with its generous contributions to Grafton Schools, Grafton Little League, local 5K runs, Celebrate Grafton, and Grafton Chamber events. Congratulations to Oasis Healthcare on receiving the 2022 Outstanding Business Award and positively impacting the Grafton community. Most sincerely, Glenn Grothman. Congratulations.
Okay. I just want to make sure and clarify that Angela is my boss. And evidence is the teamwork that we always have in our clinic. Everybody has to work together on this for sure. As I said, my name is Laura McInnes. I'm a nurse practitioner and proud owner of Oasis Healthcare. I want to thank the Chamber Committee for choosing our business for this award. It really is an honor. We felt supported by the Chamber since the beginning of this endeavor, and especially Pam. She's been a huge asset to our company in finding connections in the community, resources, and advice when we needed it. We opened for patients about 2 years ago. Our mission is to provide convenient access to cost-effective care. All of our staff comes from ER and urgent care backgrounds. We kept hearing in those years about the high expense of access to our care and the difficulty in accessing primary care. We were also increasingly frustrated about our own decreasing autonomy and the impact that we could have on our own workspaces. Decisions were becoming increasingly made at higher and higher levels of systems that were far removed from our clinical work. It was not only inefficient and expensive, we felt like it was becoming unsafe. We left that environment to try a new model of healthcare delivery by providing providers directly to patients. We have been honored to meet thousands of patients who tell us what an incredible impact our clinic has made for them. We've been able to care for patients who are uninsured or underinsured, and those who recognize that the high cost of care isn't necessary and want a better way to access care. And really, this has only been possible because of this team here, Angela, Missy, Venicia, who's off on an adventure in New Mexico, Kelly Plageman, our PA, and Chris Kelly, our primary care PA, and dozens of other nurses and EMTs who made our clinics possible. At the beginning of the COVID pandemic, this team was able to mobilize within weeks to provide testing long before it was accessible elsewhere. And then we were able to quickly pivot and provide vaccinations. These nurses literally invented a vaccine clinic in about 3 weeks and served over 7,000 individuals. This is a testament to what healthcare providers can accomplish when they're given autonomy over the care that they deliver. I need to thank my husband, Mike, who has been a fearless supporter of this endeavor, leaving emergency medicine mid-career with 3 teenage daughters and one about to go to college. To start a small business with absolutely no guarantees was terrifying. Without his constant support and encouragement, I wouldn't have been able to shepherd this clinic to where we are now. He's not here tonight because my father-in-law became suddenly ill. And I also want to thank Mike Sr., my father-in-law, who was incredibly supportive at the beginning of this operation. And to my girls, I want you to know that I love you and appreciate your patience and encouragement through all of this. I want you to know, as well as my staff and everybody here who takes the step of faith in starting a business, that it is scary to jump out there into the deep end of the ocean. But there's a whole world that needs creative solutions for really complex problems. And Oasis is proof that we can make a difference. Don't be afraid to do the right thing. Thank you.
I'll take 3 steps to the left so we don't have to have a picture of the building. Thank you. how lucky we are to live, work, and play in a place like this with leaders and innovators every day. It's so cool. I would like to introduce Mary Karnitz of Port Washington State Bank and ask her to join me to help with the presentation of our next award.
Thanks, Pam. As one of the sponsors for tonight's event, I will be presenting the next award on behalf of Port Washington State Bank. For those of you who don't know of us, Port Washington State Bank is a family-owned and operated company with 8 locations and 140 employees. We're proud to say that we've been in business since 1899. More than 120 years later, we are still family-owned and operated. Often people ask us, what's your secret for being in business for so long? If we had to boil it down, it would be the fact that we focus on customers' needs first. We pride ourselves in delivering decisions quickly and bringing technology and efficiencies to the customers we serve. We're especially excited that here in Grafton, we'll be providing our customers with refreshed decor and additional safe deposit boxes as we look to remodel our branch by fall of 2022. We also attribute our success to our excellent employees. We are constantly working to build a culture that embodies community and people first. And their comfort is also one of the goals behind our upcoming changes to the Grafton location. And our employees love us back. We're proud to have been nominated a Journal Sentinel Top Workplace 11 times in a row. Lastly, we believe in building communities. Last year alone, we invested more than $400,000 in Ozaukee County's 200+ nonprofit organizations. We also have countless employees who volunteer with causes and organizations that make this such a great place to live, work, and play. We're proud to co-sponsor tonight's annual meeting, and without further ado, I'd like to move on to the next award. The Chamber and the community extend their appreciation to Keller and Paul Rushing, owners of the Hotel Grafton Apartments. Jessica Wolf wrote the nomination for this award, and I would invite her to say a few words.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jessica Wolf. I'm the Community Development Director for the Village of Grafton. As longtime property owners and chamber members, Paul and Kit have been instrumental in helping revitalize downtown Grafton. Completed in 1892 as the Miller Hotel, the Grafton Hotel Apartments building has a rich history as a boarding house, a restaurant, and of course, because we're in Wisconsin, a tavern. In 2009, the village purchased the Grafton Hotel property after the building had fallen into a state of disrepair. Its future was uncertain, including the possibility of demolition. Paul and his business partner, Jim Reed, had a vision for the former Grafton Hotel. They purchased the property from the village and transformed the blighted property into 20 unique apartments. 12 of them were in the existing building, and they added 8 new apartments in an addition on the south side. In 2012, tenants began moving into their new apartments, giving this historic building new life and cementing its position as a cornerstone of downtown. Paul and Kit's leadership in transforming and maintaining this historic site with high quality apartment homes has contributed to the unique character, stability, and ongoing success of downtown Grafton and the community as a whole. This kind of dependable, quiet contribution often goes unnoticed. So it is my honor to recognize Kit Keller and Paul Rushing tonight as the 2022 Outstanding Business Persons of the Year. Thank you so much.
And then Paul, if you could stand up. The Chamber is proud and privileged to honor Kit Keller and Paul Rushing with the 2022 Outstanding Business Persons Award. This award expresses the appreciation of the Chamber in the community. And reading the plaque, it says Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce 2022 Outstanding Business Persons of the Year, presented to Kit Keller and Paul Rushing for outstanding contributions to the Grafton community. Thank you.
Hi, Paul and Kit. As a fourth generation Milwaukeean and fan of local history, I just admire the preservation work you have done, your passion around that, and I also love bicycling. So you are my kind of people right here. So it is my great privilege, again, on behalf of Senator Alberta Darling and Representative Deb Andraka, to commend Mr. Paul Rushing and Mrs. Kit Keller and the rest of their team at Hotel Grafton Apartments for being awarded the 2022 Outstanding Business Award from the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank them for their ongoing commitment to the Grafton community and wish them the best in all of their future endeavors. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you. I'd like to expound a little bit here. I've been village president for over 20 years. I was on the CDA when we created it, and we started the downtown project in 1999. We did approximately maybe 20 odd projects, including infrastructure improvements. It was pretty soon after we started that, the downtown TID and the redevelopment project, that I ran across Paul in his previous engagement as an architect. And I felt that there was a connection there, and I wasn't sure why, until we got down to the Grafton Hotel project. And we were trying to define, what did we want downtown to look like? What did we want your mind's eye to envision when people said downtown Grafton? And when we were debating what to do with the Grafton Hotel, it was very clear in my mind that this is something that really defined the village as far as an architectural building, a part of our history, a part of our culture. Paul and Kit stepped up. And I think one of the reasons why I think our, when we meet and we engage, it's because of the passion that we have for the community. It's the belief in what we do and in the vision, and it's shared belief. And I cannot express how much I can thank you for taking on this project and completing one of my favorite projects in all of the downtown TID renovation projects. And for that, I just can't express my thanks. I do have a proclamation I would like to read. Whereas Paul Rushing and Kit Keller are hereby recognized for their significant contributions to the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce and to our community. Whereas Paul Rushing and Kit Keller had the vision to transform a prominent historic site, the former Grafton Hotel, into a high-quality apartment homes located at 1312 Wisconsin Avenue in the village of Grafton. Now therefore, I, James A. Bronkwell, President of the village of Grafton, in the state of Wisconsin, do hereby proclaim May 19th as a day of recognition for Paul Rushing and Kit Keller as the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Business Persons. Congratulations. On behalf of Glenn Grothran, I commend Paul Rushing and Kit Keller on being named the 2022 Outstanding Business Persons Award of the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce. Paul and Kit have routinely enriched the community with their time and talent, serving as longtime members of the Chamber, sponsors of the 2022 Downtown Beautification Program, and supporters of Celebrate Grafton, the Grafton Christmas Parade, the Grafton Historical Society, and many of other Grafton businesses. Congratulations to Paul Rushing and Kit Keller on being named the 2022 Outstanding Persons of the Year. I wish you all the best as you continue to positively impact the Grafton area. Sincerely, Glenn Grothman. Congratulations.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Carol Schneider for helping me understand what Wisconsin chutzpah was all about.
And I'd like to thank you for putting public transportation on the roads of the South.
This lovely mutual admiration party here is really a reminder to all of us that whatever brings people to the table, whether it's a state mandate or a need for jobs or a desire to help the community, whatever it is, be grateful people come together and collaborate and succeed, because that's really what business is all about, is that feeling at the end of the day that we've had the ability to make a change and we've positively contributed to the community. So I'm thankful to you, Carol, and I'm just delighted to be part of your celebration as well. We are so blessed in this community to have so many people who care. And one of the groups, my husband will certainly thank many of the groups. I would like to give a shout out to the Grafton Historical Society. They have helped us to be good stewards of this historic structure, and they have provided us with unending help in terms of really understanding the building better and communicating it to the public. My husband and I are stewards of this beautiful building. We are one of many owners who have made this building what it is over the years. And we would like this evening to let you know that we are selling the Hotel Grafton Apartments to the best possible new owners. And they're here tonight. And I'd like to recognize them, Erica Abrahamson and Eric Abrahamson. Would you please stand? We are in the process of transitioning the building ownership, and it will be effective. The closing is June 1st. This has been the most delightful experience in all of my business transitions to work with this couple, and we're so grateful. Thank you so much for this recognition, Paul.
Thank you all. Kid is so much better at extemporaneous speaking than I am. I'm going to use my notes here, but this feels so wonderful. It really does. Thank you so much for this recognition, Jessica, for nominating us, and to the Chamber of Commerce, of course, for awarding this and this recognition. To be in such an august group as this is an honor. This past 12 years has been an amazing journey. I've learned a tremendous amount. It would be a vast understatement to say that it was simply difficult to bring the Hotel Grafton back from the edge of demolition, but we could not have done what we did without the unflagging support of the Village of Grafton, Jim Brunkle, and the kindness of the Chamber of Commerce, Pam King. Beyond that, having an outstanding partner with superb management skills, I believe we were very lucky. Probably the luckiest day was the day we were up on the roof during construction. It started to get overcast, and a bolt of lightning struck the flagpole. Well, we got up off the roof deck, and after that, I said, "Guys, let's take a break and go up to Citgo and buy lottery tickets." I don't recall whether we did, but it probably would have been a good idea to do so. Being steward of the building has been a little like hitting the lottery, almost scary, even without Fred the ghost, but extremely satisfying. Thank you, Chamber of Commerce, for this award. It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, you know, you've earned it. All right, come on around. You need to go that way a little bit. Keep going. Perfect. Well, we could clap for them again. Our final award presentation this evening will be presented by Dustin Beck of US Bank.
Thank you for the opportunity to support the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce annual meeting. Since the Lincoln administration signed our national bank charter in 1863, we've drawn on our financial strength to serve our customers. This has been especially evident in times of need, such as during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our response by the end of 2020 included $20 million in premium pay programs for our employees, relief assistance, and 108,000 small business administration paycheck protection program loans for our customers, and $30 million in expedited charitable contributions for our communities. As a result, we're proud to have been named the most essential bank amid the pandemic in a ranking by the Harris Poll. US Bank is more than just a banking partner. We're an invested member in the Grafton community. With over 3,300 employees in southeastern Wisconsin and 112 branches in the state of Wisconsin, we're driven to invest our time, resources, and passion in the economic development and supporting efforts to create stable jobs, better homes, and vibrant communities. US Bank employees in Wisconsin invested over 72,000 volunteer hours in support of their communities from 2018 to 2020. US Bank has also proudly donated more than $9 million in US Bank Foundation and corporate giving within the state of Wisconsin alone. At US Bank, we offer the tools and resources to help empower our businesses to make informed financial decisions and create a brighter future. We love helping our customers, and we'd be honored to serve you. Now, switching to my chamber hat, the chamber is very fortunate to work with many businesses and organizations that help improve our organization and our community. This year, the chamber is pleased to recognize the Village of Grafton Department of Public Works as our outstanding community partner. I'd like to invite Pam King to say a few words.
This has been an extremely challenging, as you all know, time in our world, in our country, in our community. And I know I'm sounding dramatic, but the reality is the chamber does what they do with the help of many of you and with amazing partners. This year and last year, the Department of Public Works made a huge difference for us every day. Made it easier for us to have events, made it easier for us to cancel events, made it easier for us to change events, made it easier for us to look really good. And I went to our board and said, we need to acknowledge what they do for us every day and thank them for what they do for us and what they do for our community. Our streets are great because we have a wonderful Department of Public Works. Our parks look good because they're out there working hard to make them look good. And the people in that department care about our community, and that matters so much, and it means the world to me. So I would like to, I haven't had an opportunity to list all of their names, but I want to make sure you know, while some of them are represented today, I really want to acknowledge all of the members of the Department of Public Works. Amber Thomas, the Director of Public Works and Village Engineer, Jake Arndt, the Superintendent of Public Works, Steve Block, Engineer Technician, Linda Dean, Administrative Assistant, Pete Knauer, Foreman, Sean Keller, Crew, Dave Setti, Crew, Dennis Bartelt, Crew, Mark Didier, Crew, Josh Franzen, Crew, Brad Franzen, Crew, Tom Grisar, Crew, Bobby Young, Crew, Austin Menke, Crew, Mike Paulson, Crew, and Ross Speaker, Crew. That sounds like a lot of people, but think about our community, how it's grown, how many new streets we have, how many new buildings we have, how many new parking lots we have. And this crew does it every day and makes a difference for us. So I am honored to call you all my friends and to have the chamber be able to give you such worthy recognition for all you do. Thank you.
All right, so I'd like to call forward Amber Thomas and the members of the Department of Public Works. And I'm just going to read here from the award. The 2022 Outstanding Community Partner Award presented to the Village of Grafton Department of Public Works for outstanding contributions to the Grafton community. Thank you.
This award really made me smile when I saw the recipients for the Department of Public Works, because I think that in every community you are often unsung heroes, and it is delightful to have an opportunity to sing your praise, because really your mission is the welfare of all of the residents and the businesses and the visitors to the Village of Grafton. So thank you for all of the work that you do. And therefore, the members of the Wisconsin Senate, on the motion of Senator Alberta Darling and Representative Deb Andraka, do hereby commend the employees of the Grafton Department of Public Works for receiving the 2022 Outstanding Community Partner Award from the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank them for their ongoing commitment to the Grafton community and wish them the best in all their future endeavors. Congratulations.
So this is an interesting award for me as village president. I think you guys pretty much know what Department of Public Works does at a macro scale. They sweep the streets, they plow the snow, they're out there on a daily basis. But some of the little things you may not even realize. When you go through the parks and all of a sudden you see the veterans banners are up there. Well, those are the things that are not so obvious, but they do get done. And this is the group that does them. I interact with Amber probably maybe several times a month directly. And usually it's in response to concerns, citizen concerns and things like that. But one of the things that, since Amber and I think the latest crew here that we have, which is extremely professional, what it means to me, it means I get to sleep at night. I don't, you guys realize that if there's a complaint, you know who gets the call, right? And if there's an issue that's going on, you know who gets the email, right? It's right here. And in the last couple of years, and Amber and the crew, I don't get that. It is really a pleasant experience having this crew here now. And you guys don't realize, but the village budget never has enough money to go around. And so Public Works always is making it do on, scarce resources, but they make it happen on a day in and day out basis. So congratulations, Amber, and the rest of the crew. I do have a proclamation. Whereas the Village of Grafton's Department of Public Works is hereby recognized for their significant contributions to the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce and to our community. And whereas the Village of Grafton Department of Public Works team consists of 16 full-time employees. Now, therefore, I, James A. Bronco, President of the Village of Grafton in the state of Wisconsin, do hereby proclaim May 19th, 2022 is a day of recognition for the Village of Grafton's Department of Public Works as the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Community Partner. Congratulations. On behalf of Glenn Grothman, I commend the Village of Grafton Department of Public Works on receiving the 2022 Outstanding Community Partner Award by the Grafton Area Chamber of Commerce. Once again, congratulations to the Village of Grafton Department of Public Works on being named the 2022 Outstanding Community Partner. Sincerely, Glenn Grothman. Congratulations.
First of all, thank you, Pam, for putting us last on the agenda because I am not a big speaker, so we'll make this fast. I just want to say a big thank you to Pam and to the entire chamber board for giving us this award this year. As other people have mentioned, I think a lot of what we do every day is sometimes taken for granted because, you know, it's just, we do our job every day. We are all people that really care about our community and do public service every day. You know, we enjoy it and we are very happy to serve this community. So thank you so much for this award. As they've listed off, we have a much bigger staff than this, but obviously this is not all, you know, their situation, they're comfortable coming in. So we will definitely share the awards with our entire staff and they are all very much appreciative of it. Just to call out the few people that I do have with me tonight. Linda Dean is our administrative assistant. Well, she has only been with us for a few months. If you have called us for anything in the last couple of months, whether your garbage or recycling was missed, whether you needed brush pickup, Linda is probably the one you talk to who answers the phone with a smiling face and really has stepped into our department and is moving us forward. So we're very happy to have her. And then Dave Setti and Sean Keller are two of our crew members that I would say together have well over 50 years dedicated to the Village of Grafton Department of Public Works. They have been here for many years and are two of the people that help a lot with chamber events as well as Celebrate Grafton events. So you have probably seen them around the community for many, many years now, but they also take care of just about every different task that the Public Works Department does. They have done it all and they have seen it all, but they're very dedicated employees to our community and bring that into their work every day. So anybody else like to say anything? No. All right, thank you.
While we're taking just a couple pictures, I would like to say one more thing. We are extremely fortunate as a community. As we all know, there was a horrible tragedy in Waukesha for their Christmas parade, and we were the first event following that parade. And we labored over whether or not to have a parade. Thankfully, our community, our village administrator, our village president, our Department of Public Works, our Park and Rec department, our police department, our fire department came together and figured out a plan that would make it work. And we were very grateful and fortunate to be able to have a parade this year and to do so with pride and dignity and to have this crew give up a Saturday and the entire week leading up to it to make sure that we were safe and that we were secure and that we were locked down and ready to rumble here in Grafton. And so thank you to you and to the rest of the village for allowing us to bring the Christmas parade to Grafton in a time when we weren't sure we were going to make it happen. As a stand-in president, past president, Mary Karnitz is going to work with us now on our election of our officers.
All right, Sean Fahey, could you please stand? Sean was elected vice president, president-elect at the 2021 annual meeting, and he will be taking over the office of president for the 2022 and 2023 year. Congratulations, Sean. All right, the nominating committee has submitted Steve Talbert from Meyer. It's not the mayor. but he's from Meyer, as a candidate for Vice President, President-elect. Steve, could you please stand? At this time, I would like to call for nominations for the office of Vice President, President-elect. The person elected will serve a 2-year term. The first year as Vice President and the second as President. Are there any other nominations for the office of Vice President, President-elect? Hearing none, I entertain a motion to elect Steve Talbert by a unanimous voice vote of acclamation. Thank you, Dustin. Is there a second? Thank you. All in favor? Congratulations to Steve. The nominating committee has submitted as candidates for directors the following individuals. Please stand as I call your names. Haley Nanonen, Aurora Healthcare. Is she here? Oh, there you are. I knew I saw you earlier. Michelle Pullum, Ram Tool. She's not here with us tonight. And Carrie Tutenhook, Fire Ridge Golf Club. Are there any other nominations for the office of director? Hearing none, I entertain a motion to elect the slate as presented by a unanimous voice vote of acclamation. Thank you, Dustin. A second? Thank you, Pat. All in favor? Congratulations.
I know I sound really sappy, but I really do love it here. And it's just hard not to use all these positive words. Sadly, Amanda Hansen, our president, wasn't able to be here. Kudos to her. I think she's Zooming with us. So everybody say, hi, Amanda. But she's done a fabulous job of getting us on track, of weathering another storm, and of keeping us moving, as has the rest of the board. I do have a couple of comments from her. So here we go. It's been a great year. Your chamber continues to provide ongoing member services, including continuous COVID updates and financial assistance opportunities. We're so happy that we are once again able to be back together in person for business after hours and ribbon cutting ceremonies and educational programs. The Chamber Gift Check program is a great value add for our members and for the community. Over the past year, we have issued over $25,000 in gift checks, and all of which were used to purchase goods and services with Grafton Chamber member businesses. We provide $5,000 in scholarships to Grafton High School graduating seniors, and $1,000 continuing education scholarship to a Grafton resident or chamber member business employee. I attended the scholarship event last evening, and it's astounding to be in a room where probably 70 or 80 seniors received over $100,000 in scholarships. So it's pretty astounding and really exciting to see that happen. Our next once meeting will be held in August. Those sessions are a collaborative effort by all of the chambers in our county and bring 75 to 100 business people together quarterly. We're looking forward to Ladies' Night Out. We're ready to rock and roll, have PJs and pajamas, and have a blast on August 2nd. We plan on 50 to 75 chamber member businesses and about 500 women coming together to celebrate on August 2nd. We continue to collaborate with Ozaki Economic Development and other chambers in the county and the Ozaki Tourism Council. We pride ourselves on the many partnerships that we've established over the years. We are active and involved with Ozaki Youth Apprenticeships, formerly Workforce 2020. We're also involved with this facility, Ozaki Nonprofit Center. We're also involved with Portal. We're also involved with OED and many other things. Our board members are active in a lot of places. So we're very proud of what we do. We cannot wait to be able to bring young professionals back together. We're working on trying to do that and grow that organization back to where we hope it will get back to now that we're through with what we think is the pandemic, right? So we're going to keep on rolling. All in all, though, it's been a really great year. We are sad to see Amanda go, but it's her turn. And so she's done. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Sean Fahey. Sean's going to say a few words.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you to Amanda. I know she couldn't be here tonight, but for the dedication she showed towards the board and to the community over her last year. Thank you to the board for your confidence in me. I'm looking forward to a hopefully more normal but exciting year as your chamber president. Pam, I think you had a couple more words to say.
All right. As I said, this is not how we normally do it, but hey, it's okay. We're punting. It's all good. I would, again, love to thank this board. Our board members are active, involved. They are not just figureheads. They are working board members. Their support, their guidance, their patience, their willingness to go above and beyond. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate all of you, how much I value you as friends, as coworkers, as colleagues, and just really amazing people. So thank you all for putting up with me. I'm a lot, and it's been a lot of years. So thank you all. I really appreciate it. Carol, Linda, and Oasis, Kit, and Paul, and DPW know from the bottom of our hearts that we cannot think of more deserving people than all of you to be recognized together. And thank you for letting us come together and honor you. And what a great reason to have a party. So thank you all. It's awesome. I just want to put a couple things in the back of your minds, things to think about. The Giro de Grafton is June 18th, so be ready for bike riding and racing through downtown Grafton. If you're at all interested in advertising or sponsors or want to volunteer, give me a call. We're also looking for mascots for our race. I'm hoping Captain Cornerstone's coming back out for, to defend his title, but if anybody else has a mascot, we'd love to see you out there. That would be great. Also presented by Celebrate Grafton will be Holidays, our Independence Day celebration. That'll take place on July 2nd. Some of the highlights for that will be our Independence Day Parade, sponsored by Port Washington State Bank, and we will once again be featuring the UW Marching Band, so we're very excited about that. At 5 p.m., please join us in the park for lots of fun, food, family, beverages, and just the greatest fireworks in southeastern Wisconsin. I was just told that we actually are the largest privately funded fireworks in the state of Wisconsin, so kudos to us. And as a part of that, we're extremely grateful to Carrie Rentals, who has just stepped up recently to really take a big bite out of that crime, and also to the Grafton Chamber of Commerce Tourism Promotion Development Committee for sponsoring those fireworks. I talked about Ladies Night Out again, sponsored by Port Washington State Bank. If you're thinking about you want your business to participate, you don't have to be in the downtown. Just call me and we'll work that out. Holiday events 2022. Who would have thought? We're almost there. We're in our 43rd year, which is astounding. And we will start with our traditional tree lighting again. We hope we'll be back to that. Our house decorating contest, our breakfast with Santa, and our parade. We're always looking for volunteers. So if you're looking for a way to get involved, that's the place to be. Also, please watch for details about our golf outing in September. Again, I am honored to work with all of you. I consider you all to be the movers and shakers in our community, and I'm grateful that I get to rub elbows with you sometimes. And I truly believe that most of you all, and I know someday all of you will be my friends, but right now I'm happy to say that most of you are. Sean has a few more words, I guess.
Just a few. And in closing, once again, congratulations to all of the award recipients tonight. And also, I think a big thank you to Pam for putting this whole event together and her staff. With that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn. A second? All in favor? Meeting is closed.